Hi guys, welcome to session 4 of Empowering Partners. Today we have Varun Sharma from Gujarat, and he would be letting us, and we'll be discussing various aspects of education loan and various problems faced by them. Just let me add him into the conversation. There has been some intermittent connection issues, so hence we are trying to figure it out. Varun Sharma sir, can you see me? Jay Rathod, am I visible and audible? Okay, why are we not able to connect then? Okay, done. I have got it.
Hi, sir. There seem to be some connection errors before. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Very good, very good. So let me reintroduce. We have Arun Sharma, sir, joining us on the session 4, and we are. It's a pleasure to have you here with us. And so, sir, tell us
Thank you,
something
sir. Thank
about
you.
So tell us something about the agency and how has been your years in the last 10 years of counseling.
Oh, it's been great. We've been in markets in 11 years now in North Gujarat. We have a presence now in North Gujarat, plus we've got offices in South Gujarat, which is basically in Anand now. And after the pandemic thing, we believe to open another office in Baroda very soon. As far as the company is concerned, we are the registered center for British Council, IDP, Scope, Pearson Test of English. We are the registered center for that. We do represent 250 universities and colleges across the globe in majority of the countries like UK, USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. We do have a presence in Europe as well with our student fraternity.
Nice, sir. So,
Yeah.
in this journey of about over 10 years and basically in the Gujarat market, so how is Foreign Education Club, how do you support and guide students? So, what are the facilities you provide your students?
Um, Basically, what we need to know first thing is what is the reason behind going abroad for the student who's looking, to select what courses he or she is looking on, what countries he or she is looking on, what are the future goals. I mean, if she is looking for, the options like permanent residency, or she wants to study, work, and then come back to the country. So we guide accordingly. Again, financial part is the main thing. We do need to understand the financials of the student, right? Can afford the living, because that is the most important once you study abroad. So, because you'll be managing studies plus part times as well. So the financials are again, concerning.
Absolutely, sir. So, coming to the financial, sir, that's where we exactly are collaborating. How many of your students are looking to self finance, and how many of your students look to take education loans?
Most of the students are looking forward to take the education loans. I would say 50% of the students that I counsel and I come across are looking for education loan.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And so most of them, what is the quantum of education loan and what are the problems or bottlenecks they face, while applying for education loan or getting their finances in order?
After 2016, I think most of the students are facing problem getting education loans. I mean, either they require some kind of property or a guarantee or a guarantor who already holds an account in the bank or security deposits or something. What I fail to understand is, if the student has already got funds in his bank, why would he opt for education loan then? But most of the banks are doing that. They want security or something. If he has the funds, he would actually utilize it. He won't go for education loan. But things have, become harder after 2016. That is what I see. Yeah.
Fair enough. So in terms of people, in terms of say overall things, so so you say that there are students who face issues in terms of they don't realize what is their criteria in the bank for education loan. Would that
Correct.
also be one of the hindrance points?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay. Sir, how much problem or have you seen students, postpone or drop their dreams because of the financing requirement?
Oh, yes, I have seen many of them. I mean, they have the offer letters, they apply for the loan, but then, sometimes the loan processing is like 20 days, 25 days, 30 days, and ultimately then they've been declined that you can't get the loan. So, yeah, there are, dreams that are shattered after all this waiting period. Yeah,
That
a lot of them actually.
that's So that is exactly what we do at EduLearn. So Empowering Dreams is our catch line wherein we are helping students. So a brief about us, wherein although you're well aware and we have been working together, but a brief about us that we have actually at the first instance itself, when a student who is looking to study abroad, and like when we have
Right.
collaborated, if we kind of ascertain his profile, and we have about 15 banks in our platform right now, which is all the major nationalized banks: SBI, BOB, Axis,
Right.
ICICI, Avance, Incred, Auxilo, Empower, Leap Finance. All of them are 100% on board, and understanding the profile of the student, which is the primary
Right.
applicant, and what kind of course he's going for. So if a student is going for a STEM focused master's program, very high
Hmm.
chances that he can get an unsecured loan, and even he can get a SCOAN without the collateral being in order. But if he's
Okay.
going an undergrad course, obviously the collateral is a requirement by majority of the players. And then
Right.
what kind of convenience he looks at. The second thing, which will be his parents' profile in terms of what are his parents, salaried, non-salaried, FOIR. Those are, we actually counsel him straight away. It's not during the end,
Yes.
or he's not struggling at the end for what he has to. And the third, obviously, is the collateral profile. So many cases, what you see is they have a collateral, but they themselves don't know that whether the same is mortgageable or not. So
True.
things like OC, things like CC, things like bank clearances. So at the first instance itself, when a student approaches EduLoan, then one, he approaches you for counseling, and obviously you take care of that aspect of his dream,
Right.
and then he kind of approaches us for, okay, now what are my finances and how do I go about with my education loan requirement. So single stop
Right.
shop wherein we can guide and help him on which student and where to go and how to do. Obviously, once the eligibility parameters are checked, then he gets a choice about convenience. So we have players on the model who give a home service, wherein they will
Right.
come to your house, they will take it, or banks, they will, and even with the nationalized banks, we are the first platform which has got digitally integrated, wherein, like from Bank of Baroda, you don't need to visit the branch. There is API
Right.
integration, the complete file upload comes in, they need to visit the processing center, and the loan gets approved
Hmm.
from there, and then it goes to the branch. So many of the branches are acting as courier service. The actual processing center, it's called SMS or SMC, or various terminology, special mortgage cell, or basically the processing center is not the branch. It is outside. It's an independent. Maybe per city there is one processing center who takes care of retail loans of the branch. So
Awesome.
that is how this overall thing functions, and that's how we kind of help the student and push in that side. So
Right.
that's where we are in terms of loan requirements. In terms of even helping them out with, say, the interest component.
Okay.
So have
Okay.
you seen in your experience students being overcharged, or what is your view on that? So when they get a sanction letter, do they know exactly the terms and conditions? And sometimes the sanction letter itself, some terms and conditions are not to be fulfilled, so cannot be fulfilled by a student. Can you throw some
Exactly.
light on that?
I've seen many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what happens is the candidates or the students are actually not aware of the terms and conditions that are put on the loan letter. But once the loan has been disbursed and once the students is out of the country, the parents actually, have to suffer the part. And there have been
Mm-hmm.
charges. I mean, there are certain terms and conditions where you cannot actually fulfill that, you know. So yeah, it's ultimately the parents' thing that they have to, look after things, but which are not made clear once the banks are issuing the loans.
Correct. And sir, there is also an issue. Okay, so in many of the times, so this platform we set up in 2017, and in the
Okay.
last 2 years. So by the time we got active and we started in June 2017. By the time the first student came out, it was 2018 is when we actually started, the platform got ready and we got the digital affiliations. In the last two
Right.
years, we have had over 10,000 students on our platform. Every day we are getting about 20 to 30 inquiries, leads through our, networking channel, through our, partners like yourself, as well as online lead, etc. And what we realize is that this was a bottleneck which was there. So for example, we had many cases wherein students would be given pre-disbursals, which means that they don't require the money. In order to
Okay.
get the component, they would be given pre-disbursal. There would be insurance component which would be stuck onto the case, which might not be necessary. They
Right.
and then there would be rate of interest which many students could have got a far better rate of interest than what they got. So if they got it like at 8, 9, 10, 11, so we have like a Bank of Baroda right now which is giving it about 8%. And then with
Correct.
an
Correct.
80 tax benefit, they would not even come to know what is in store for them. So that component, and that's where we had. And even in terms of timeline, so how we function is that when a student approaches us, first of all, we kind of filter it.
Right.
Okay, we tell them the possibility is here, here, here. Obviously, we are not the lender, so I cannot commit 100%, but 90-95% is where we commit.
Yes.
Post that, once that is done, we kind of have a timeline set with each of our financial players, and it's a complete API integration. Or we are actually getting to
Okay.
the stage wherein I want them to fill in online, upload the documents, press enter, within 1 hour get the sanction offer, and then accept, and then the document signature starts. So reaching that stage in life is where our end goal is. It's all about convenience. Gone are the days when he has to stand in a long queue, sign hundreds of documents for the same
Oh,
thing. So
yes.
so those are the applicable things which are there. So so
Right.
so but do you think, sir, right now, like for example in the corona COVID, how has this impacted the student, and where do you see this industry heading from here?
See, the corona has actually impacted the whole, I would say, the whole world currently. I mean, starting from any businesses, and we are not apart from that. So, yeah, the impact is hard, and I'm not sure if it's gonna go harder because we cannot
Mhm.
predict the future. But yes, the what I see is the spending capacity of a person or a student has definitely, been impacted. So if they can get some education loan kind of a help, they would definitely think of studying abroad rather than just putting the dream aside of studying abroad. So yeah, education loan can definitely work, and give a good impact on the students industry at the moment to study abroad.
Yes, absolutely. So we've also
Yeah.
seen an uptick in terms of inquiries for student loans because, unfortunately, sir, what is also happening, let's put reality in place that things are not entirely open. So currently, we are able to only get the sanction letter out. So at the moment, Bank of Baroda, neither SBI, because for a mortgageable security, you need to get the mortgage document registered. It has the
Right.
registered, the document has to be registered, stamp duty has to be paid, and that is an important leg of the journey.
Right.
Unfortunately, sir, that is not happening. That is the first thing.
Correct.
Secondly, sir, what another thing which is not happening is most of the banks have backed away from providing online funding for online
Studies.
courses. So yeah, because
Courses.
they are very
Yes.
clear that then you need the visa. So for example, if you get the visa and you're studying online, say for Canada has opened up, UK a
Yeah.
bit has opened up, so we're getting those inquiries. But countries where the embassy has not opened up and they're not granting the visa, say for Australia, say for US, say for say New
Right.
Zealand, uh,
Yes.
unfortunately, sir, banks at the moment are not funding the students. So they are saying that irrespective of course being online or not online, we will generally want to do the full dispersal or we want to see clarity on visa. Now,
Correct.
obviously, banks do fund for Canada, GIC, they do fund for Australia pre-dispersal. All of that,
Yes.
they do. I mean, that is normal course of action, but they want the remaining balance fees or they want the remaining thing for the visa to come in. So currently we are
True.
in that situation at the moment.
Yeah.
So, sir, in terms of your offices, in terms of which country do you concentrate on and how much money your students generally require, sir?
We basically concentrate more on six major countries, like I've mentioned earlier: UK, USA, Canada, New Zealand, right? Um, so these are the major countries, and I mean the funds requirement are somewhere starting between 15 lakhs to 30 lakhs. Uh, Apart from the financial parts, these are the tuition fees and the GIC if you call it in Canada, or if you call it FTS in New Zealand, right? And the if you call it show balance in UK, which is like 28 days old balance. So somewhere the requirement falls between 15 to 30 lakhs, depending upon the
Okay.
country. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's where, so obviously, like for example, UK, the rules have changed for UK, wherein if your students are looking at UK, the rules have changed for UK, wherein earlier many people used to not offer any kind of non-collateral loan. Now,
Correct.
many lenders have actually changed their policy because there has been a stay back option introduced in the UK currently, which is just underway right now.
Oh
So
yes,
many
yes.
lenders right now have
True.
increased their unsecured loan offering to 20 to 25 lakhs. So with that kind of a loan offering,
Right.
typically, your students and even general students can benefit for UK and for anything of that sort or
Right.
anything in terms of unsecured loan if they look at UK per se.
Right.
So fair enough, sir. Any in terms of sir, where do you? I mean, would you think EduLoans is a a viable service, and would you recommend EduLoans? And how has been overall things with you at the moment?
I would definitely recommend EduLoan. I mean, we are, being a partner with EduLoans, we are fair enough, we feel that it's going to be a good platform for the students to actually compare the, services for other banks at one place. I mean, as you mentioned that, the Bank of Baroda is offering a rate of interest at 8%, whereas some other banks will be offering at 10%, but the student won't actually get to the another bank. But here he can actually compare it. He can get the details about terms and conditions, the processing time. Actually it's a channelized thing where you can tap the process, where it's going and how long it's going to take. So definitely I would recommend EduLoans, definitely, yes, and we are looking forward to work with EduLoans.
Correct, sir. So unfortunately, things are in a stand hold right now due to COVID-19, but definitely we
COVID-19,
will
yes.
yeah, but we will
Yeah,
definitely look to
we'll
fund
shine
it.
again.
We
Yeah,
will
we'll
stand
shine
again.
again, definitely. Yes.
Done, sir. So thank you, sir, for your time, taking out the time out, and hope you everybody stays safe, and hope we just overcome this together. We are always there,
Yes.
and UK business is
Yes.
coming along. So all the students who are out there for UK, etc., please do reach out to us. We are getting loans done. We are getting even disbursements done across the board, and hope
Right.
to put in things there. Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir, for the session.
Thanks for your time as well. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.